Man, I'm excited. I'm glad summer's just around the corner. I like the warmer weather and it's getting warmer by the days, and I'm excited for that. I'm also excited because I get to try out all the new seasonal light beers that come out during the summer months, and today is no exception because we're going to review a variety pack. If you don't know me by now, my name is Billy and I do beer reviews on YouTube and TikTok and a little bit of Instagram. So if you're not following on any of those channels, Beer with Billy, all one word. And if you are a returning visitor, well, welcome back. Thank you for supporting the channel so far. And yeah, let's just get into it today. Hopefully a few months ago you saw my Boston Lager remastered, where I compared up the old Sam Adams Boston Lager to their remastered version. I'm going to put it up somewhere around here if you haven't checked that out, by the way. And then of course a few weeks ago I did one on White Claw's seltzer, their like lemonade version, so maybe I'll try to link that somewhere near the end if you want to check that out. But let's just get right into it. We're going to do the Sam Adams Summer Ditch Days Variety Pack. Apparently you can ditch work on Fridays and they have a little contest. I'll try to get a look at that as we go through the channel. But again, we're doing the Sam Adams Summer Ditch Day Variety Pack. I already took out the beer bottles on this. There's 4 in here. I'm excited about it. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna check it out. So if you don't have a beer in your hand, you should get one. But sit back, relax, and let me do some reviews. Okay, as I said, we're just going to get started on this today. Full disclosure, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I know in the past I've had 2 of the beers on this this particular variety pack because they released these individually, and then I think a year or 2 ago they released a variety pack that was a little bit different, not quite the ditch days that we're doing. So the first beer that we're going to do is the Summer Ale Citrus Wheat Ale. Looking at my notes here, this is an American wheat ale with orange lemon, lime peel, and with a touch of pepper. 5.3 alcohol by volume, and it's 8 IBUs. So obviously this is a very light drinker. I've had this before, but we're going to review it again anyway, just so we can get to it on this variety pack. And we're going to see which one of these in the variety pack is the best. I'll put a little thing up to show what I think here as we go along, but let's do it right away. Just get into this bad boy. So I'm gonna pour this one into my Bend, Oregon glass. I've featured that little thing on the channel before, so this is no exception. But if you look right away, we're just gonna get started. Like I said, it comes out nice and yellow, which you expect. A little bit of a head on it. I didn't pour that very hard, but no, that's nice. That looks a little bit hazy. Maybe it's the light, but that looks still good either way. You can smell the orange right off the bat with this one. I remember that, and it smells good, looks good, nice light color, what you expect from a summer ale. Okay, so from what I remember, this is very light, no hop profile to me at all, not very bitter, nothing like that. This is a nice drinker. I pick up the lemon, a lot of the orange, and then at the end, maybe a little bit of the pepper, but it's very subtle to me. Yeah, more of the lemon that I'm picking up in orange. That's what I get out of this, but this is so far nice, refreshing, and simple. I like that so far. Again, I've had this before, so this ain't nothing new to me, but so far I like the summer ale. So let's get right into it, to the next beer. Let me set it up and I'll be right back. Welcome back yet again. So we just did the summer ale in the Sam Adams variety pack. Now we're going to go to the next one, which is their Take a Day IPA. Basically this says it's a sessionable IPA with a full range of orange flavor. This one is 6% alcohol by volume, 35 IBUs, but even for an IPA that seems kind of mild. We'll see what it says. It's a little bit different on the side. It says a crush of orange, tropical hop aroma, and just the right bitterness to make you want another sip. Skip out and enjoy your summer with this bold new IPA. Okay, well, they're calling it bold. We'll see. I guess we're gonna take a day and try this IPA. Let me open it here. But so far, in this variety pack, obviously I've only had one beer, but the summer ale is so good. I like it. It was just nice and light, and sometimes, especially on warm days, those are the best to get. But a nice sessionable IPA is always good to have too. So we're going to use my New Mexico Brew Fest glass here that I went to this year or the end of last year. I can't remember, but it was a blast. They gave you away those free glasses. Anyway, looking at this, it's pretty light itself for an IPA. Usually IPAs are a little bit more darker, but again, it could be my lights in here that are giving off the color a little bit differently. Ooh, I like the smell of that. It has a nice floral smell. The hop profile is there. Color, again, like I was saying, it's golden. It's a lighter for an IPA, but it still looks good. But I like that smell. It's not too overpowering. It just has that nice little citrus aroma that I like from IPAs. But let's give it a try. Wow, that is really good. I like that. Wow. And see, it's bitter than I thought it would be at 35 IBUs. I think that's like more like a 50 IBU range. I could be wrong. I don't know. Sometimes I think the IBU range is a little wacky there. So, but yeah, for an IPA, that is nice and light. Nothing too crazy, because for me, IPAs are good, but sometimes they could either fall into that category of like a little too strong. It's not too malty, and some that are just, they shouldn't be IPAs, and that kind of falls in the middle for me. Mainly I get the hop profiles, a little bit of the orange flavor, but that is very light for an IPA, and it has just the right amount of bitterness, especially for a summer pack. So yeah, I give it to them. That's a bold IPA. I thought it could be a little bit more bitter for an IPA. That would be my only thing with that guy. But either way, it's great for the summer so far. So far I've been digging both of these beers. So I think we need to get to the next one. So let me grab a glass and I'll be right back. Now it's time for the third beer in this variety pack that we're going to do today. And this is one of their new ones in this variety pack. So far I've had the summer, I've had the summer ale and I've had the take a day IPA, and so far I was really surprised with both of them. Again, I remember having the summer ale back in the day, but so far, if I were to pick two, that's a hard one so far. But right now, I think the IPA is probably the best beer so far in the variety pack. But again, we got two more to try, and so the next one we're going to do is the Summer Adventure Lager. That's one of the new ones in this pack. I'm trying to get in focus here. Can you see it? Oh, I don't know. It's not working. Not working. Let's try. Maybe it's in focus. Sorry about that. But it says, easy and crisp with a summer hint of pineapple and lime. Each sip encourages you to get outside and make the most of your summer. Well, I'm hoping for that. 4.5 alcohol by volume, 14 IBUs. So it's a little bit more bitter than the summer ale. And obviously, it's not an IPA, so it's not going to be super bitter. The notes I got for this, yeah, lager made with pineapple and lime. Again, same things. 4.5% alcohol by volume. Trying to open this bad boy. Man, I need to get a new bottle opener because this one kind of blows. But that's okay. So let's get right to it. There we go. So for this guy, I decided we're going to use my Flicks Brewhouse Ferris Bueller's Day Off. There's the Chicago, what was it? The Sausage King of Chicago there. So we'll use that glass for the Summer Adventure Lager. I'm expecting this to be light. Oh yeah, definitely very light color. What you want from a lager. Very nice and golden, and that looks clean. Wow, that's exactly what you want from a lager of this type. Fortunately, if you know me on my channel, I usually throw the cans, but since these are bottles, I'm not going to throw them. Sorry guys, I just don't want to clean up glass, especially in a carpet. Well, I probably poured that not the best because there's really no head, which that's kind of weird. Very light aroma, not getting much out of it. But the color is amazing. It's nice and clear. Wow, you can actually see right through me, right through it. That's a good sign. Yeah, this one, it's not hoppy, what you expect from a lager. It's nice and clean. But I'm kind of getting, the lime just feels a little off on this to me. You know, I can get a nice little hint of lime. Yeah, that one's just not for me. So when I taste that, you know, you get a light summer ale and you put a lime in it, like Mexican lagers, you know, of course everybody does a Corona, but if you go to a craft brewery, usually you get a Mexican lager, and in the Mexican lager you can put a lime in there, and it usually tastes decent enough. You get the hint of lime because obviously you probably squeeze the lime in and throw it into that. You kind of wanted to expect that with this, but yeah, it just didn't hit right. Like, I could tell they put some of the lime in there. Yeah. See, as I'm talking, I can taste a little bit of the bitterness of the lime, but it kind of tastes like if you're eating the rind of it, like where it's that weird taste. That's kind of what I get with this summer lager, this version of their summer lager, the Summer Adventure. Yeah, that one, yeah. So that one wasn't the best. It's not super horrible, but if you like light drinkers, that would be okay still, but yeah. I didn't really like that. So let's get to the final beer on the channel. So let me go grab a glass again. I should have been ready for this, but stay tuned and let's check out our last one. All right, finally. Last but not least, we are at the final beer in today's episode of the review. Like I said, if you didn't notice today, I try to do something a little different. I just try to get straight to the point without no little history lesson, but also because most people know who Sam Adams is and their history, so we don't need the history lesson today. So we're going to do the Porch Rocker last but not least. This is a Radler. Apparently it was inspired by some cyclists who basically mixed beer and lemonade together to make this. And yeah, and then even reading the back, this beer was inspired by German cyclists who mixed beer with lemon lime flavors after a tough ride. In Porch Rocker, we brewed a golden helles combined with a smooth effervescence lemon lime taste that will kick the heat out of any summer day. I've had this one before. This is one of their older beers in this variety pack. But it's been a while, so I don't remember how it tastes. But so far, if you haven't noticed, if we're keeping score, if we want to pick which ones we want. So far, I like the Summer Ale and the Take a Day IPA. Both of those are probably the best so far. I didn't really like the Summer Adventure Lager myself, but I think people who like light beers, nothing too bitter, will get a kick out of that, especially if they like Mexican type lagers that they get at craft breweries. I think they would like this, and who knows. Porch Rocker is 4.5% alcohol by volume, 8 IBUs, so obviously keep it in tune with the theme of this Ditch Days variety pack. Obviously, I'm trying to open it here, they obviously kept it light and flavorful, or crisp and all that, and then of course all the citrus flavors in this. So last one, I'm going to do another New Mexico Brewfest. This was Brewfest 10. The other one I believe was 11. This one I think we went before COVID, and then COVID happened, and well, we all know what that is. And like all the other brews, this one is pouring light. Wow, this one a little bit foamier than the others. Got a good head going. Trying not to overfill here. Slow, slow, slow. But man, that is nice and clean like the other, like that lager earlier. You know, I like that though. That is nice and clean. This Radler is about the same. Radlers are pretty much in the same family as lagers, if you don't know that. So you expect that from a Radler / lager. And look how clean that is. You can kind of see me. A nice gold color, very light, what you expect. Get a little bit of that slight lemon smell from it. So let's give it a whirl. Yeah, wow. That is actually really good. Nice, decent flavor. No, there's no hop bitterness at all in that beer. Definitely does taste like the lemonade is in there. Like if there's lemonade in there, I know they probably just use lemons, but the lemon is very pronounced with that. Not too bitter, and it's just nice and light, nothing too crazy. And that Radler, that's what you want from that. You don't need the maltiness, you just need that nice crisp flavor, and I think they deliver on that part of it. So I've tried all 4 beers now, so let's get to it. I will get everything put together and we'll give my final takes and opinions on these beers. So stick around if you already have. I appreciate it. But yeah, stick around and we'll talk about the beers. Alright, we finally made it. We reviewed 4 Sam Adams beers today. Their little summer ditch day variety pack. Hold the box up here. Apparently they're doing a contest right now where they say you can ditch work on Fridays and they will pay you money depending. I guess they pick some winners. I'm pulling up my phone here to kind of explain it because while doing this video I forgot to check that out. But basically it says ditch work, get beer money. This May, June, and July, ditch work on Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Go to Twitter between 2 and 5 and post a picture of yourself skipping work. Tag Sam Adams Beer and make sure to use the hashtag Summer Ditch Days. And they select 500 drinkers every Friday and they get paid to ditch work. That's kind of a cool little niche that they're doing there. I don't know if I'll partake in that because, fair disclosure, if you want to ditch work, that's cool. But I am not telling you to do so. And if you do so at your own risk. You already know that. Hopefully you're on a channel about beer. You already know, be responsible, and skipping work just to win some beer money may not be worth it in your case, but I digress. Either way, let's get back to it. Like I said, Samuel Adams Summer Ditch Days, we reviewed that today. And so if I were gonna pick, we got the Summer Ale, Take a Day IPA, Summer Adventure Lager, and the Porch Rocker Lemon Radler. If I were to pick one, I think the clear-cut winner for me is the IPA. I expected something a little bit crisp between all these. I didn't think the IPA would be that great, but I was actually pleasantly surprised. But of course, the other issue with it, I did like the Summer Ale, and I did like the Porch Rocker Lemon Radler. I would definitely drink these, and I'd probably buy another variety pack on this. I didn't really like the Summer Adventure Lager, but I don't think most people will technically hate it, but for me it wasn't my cup of tea. So this one was kind of hard to give a rating, because they were all decent. Usually I find with some of these variety packs there's definitely some non-clear-cut winners, but yeah, I definitely like the IPA, which I still have some here. So we'll say Take a Day IPA, followed by the Porch Rocker Lemon Radler, the Summer Ale, and then, of course, last but not least, is the Summer Adventure Lager, and at the least a variety. If I give these a rating, I do Untapped. I need to get back on there. I'd probably give them each of these maybe a 3.5, 4 out of 5 stars on that particular app. If you don't know, you should check out Untapped. Either way, let me know what you think down below. I try to do this a little bit quicker without any history lessons. Hopefully you like that format. If you don't, let me know. And if you want me to review something that I can get my hands on, I would definitely love to do so. So let me know in the comments what you think. And for right now, I guess I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my wonderful summer evening with some Samuel Adams Variety Pack. But for right now, my folks, cheers.